10 seconds remaining.
You heard it, guys. 10 seconds
5
remaining
seconds
before this
remaining.
pick is complete, and I thought it was going to be a farm fest. I was actually just telling Winter, oh no, we're going to see some big farming, but that looks like that won't be the case. CK Wisp is on the board, picked up by Fnatic North America. Welcome, of course, to the WePlay Dota 2 League Group E, the final match of this group. Whoever wins this advances, whoever loses this goes home. We already know who first place is. That goes with no surprise, really, to no Tidehunter. They were clearly several steps above the rest of the teams in this group, but two teams move on. Who will it be? Will it be Fnatic North America, the upstarts from NA Dota, or will it be Isurus Esports from Peru? We'll find out now. Winter, I thought it would be farming, but now we have CK Wisp, so hopefully that won't be the case.
Ganking and ganking and ganking. And it's sort of a very popular combination by most of the teams in the NA and even in the Euro scene. Everyone seems to favor with CK a lot over maybe something like what we do in the C scene, 5-man Dota with Luna plus Chen plus Shadow Demon roaming around taking the towers. I don't see that done in the NA scene or the Euro scene.
Yeah, and even even if you're not pushing a lot, you're picking heroes like Faceless Void, Magnus, which we do see in the Western scene, but...
Whoa. Magnus, what happened to Magnus? Third pickup.
Wow. This is a big team fight for Isurus. Mag, Gyro, Keeper. But they only have one actual stun. That's RP. You can't really count the missile. You can't really count Monolith in my book. And these heroes... Magnus is a hero that actually can struggle a lot against CK Wisp because, well, he's not like Tidehunter. He doesn't actually have that ability to just remove all the debuffs, pop his Ravage. You can chain stun him and kill him without ever allowing him to pop Reverse Polarity. There's no Kraken Shell for this guy. I have seen a lot of games where Western teams pick a hero like Mag and then just dies.
This guy doesn't need Kraken Shell, man. This guy doesn't.
You say that. I've seen a lot of Western games where CK gets fat and Mag just dies without ever even getting to use the RP.
This game is some. I remember the other day it was a EG. Who was EG playing against? Demon was on the Magnus and he went the correct item, but he went for a BKB after his dagger against a Wisp and CK. I forgot which game was it, but I think it was
maybe
against
versus Navi.
Yeah.
They were playing for the Big Play Battle Tournament, something like that. But anyway. Over here in the WePlay Dota 2 League, that's a lot to farm for a Magnus, a BKB, and a Blink Dagger. So, will he be able to get it out? We'll find out. But they start with CK Wisp. I wonder where they're going to lane them. They're on the dire side. Mid pulling isn't really that viable anyway, so I imagine it'll just be the defensive tri-lane. And if you're Isurus and you want to go aggressive, you have a strong offensive tri-lane. The only thing you really need is something like a Shadow Demon or a Rubik to set that up. And if you're Fnatic.NA, I feel you must ban those sorts of heroes. Otherwise, you're going to get offensive tri-lane, and your CK Wisp could just get destroyed.
I actually like a combination of CK Wisp when you use CK Wisp plus the Silencer together. I've seen some of the C... I don't know if you've seen C teams play this combination with CK plus the Silencer. Basically, what happens is you just TP in, engage, get the engage off, and Silencer just casts his ultimate, and basically enemy team can't do anything.
Well, they banned the Undying, so they are worried about this aggressive tri-lane. Pretty obvious they should be, when there's already Keeper and Gyro picked up. And
yeah.
There's also a Lifestealer in the game, so they could even run Gyro and Magnus as their two solos, and then maybe send the Lifestealer into the tri-lane if they get their hands on it. So for Isurus, some options here in the laning stage. The one question is, who's going to lane against Lone Druid? Because that's sort of the trump card, I think, for Fnatic, is nothing that Isurus has can really solo the Lone Druid, and I don't know who they can pick up at this point that can do it. Sure, you can live, you can get farm, but you can't shut them down with any one hero.
There's still Weaver. Weaver's still decent against Lone Druid, and Weaver is really hard to kill.
Most of the time when I see that matchup, if the team's smart, they pull the Lone Druid sentries, and then the Weaver really struggles.
Yeah, if the Lone Druid has sentries early on, then the Weaver is going to be in lots of trouble.
It is an investment, of course, for the supports, but I think it's normally worth it. So Shadow Demon is in the pool for Isurus. Let's see if Fnatic bans that. They actually ban out the Rubik. Which
no RPs. No RPs for you.
So they are expecting maybe the Gyro as a solo. They do ban the Lifestealer instead. So Shadow Demon available against CK Wisp can be strong. Disruptor also a common pick against CK Wisp, but the issue then is, well, they don't really have any ability to get aggressive if they do that, and not going aggressive against CK Wisp is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, if you give the Wisps just that free space to pull creeps and get into level 6 ASAP, the mid part of the game is going to be so difficult to play against Wisp CK. Constantly worried about the TP gang, the relocate gang, and basically the pressure from the relocate gang will slow down the farm on your carries a lot, because you can't farm that far out. You're always afraid that the CK and Wisp will just come and kill you, and you're just going to be farming at the safe side of the map all the time.
And it also works the other way too, where your lone druid can push really aggressively because he knows that he has 2 heroes to come and back him up if they go on him. So it works in both
he's
directions.
Not alone. Yeah, technically he's alone, but he's not alone because he has 2 teammates to come as soon as possible. And I don't know if they're going to be having more global by having a Prophet up the field. They could still pick the Prophet up.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see. Will they go for it? Queen of Pain the choice, so getting
Yeah,
mobile.
this is
3
good.
strong semi-carries for them, and someone who can deal with the Magnus mid fairly effectively.
Yeah, they want to split push, and you could see the draft line right now. Fnatic wants to split push. Isurus wants to 5-man stick and push down the towers.
Well, they're going to have to 5-man, unless they just crush the lanes. When it comes mid-game, if you're not 5-manning, you're getting CK Wisped. You're getting ganked, you're getting picked off, so... For Isurus, they're going to need the early mech. They have... Fnatic doesn't have much counter push. That's the one issue for them right now, is they don't have anyone to build an early mech. They don't have anyone to build an early pipe. They don't have much AoE. When Isurus groups up to 5-man, Fnatic is going to have trouble dealing with that. And now we have the Siege Breaker. We have the hero who can jump past the enemy lines and kill the Wisp.
Gyro support. Is it a gyro support? Yeah, he has to be a gyro support.
So what's the lanes? Are defensive tri-lane with a gyro support? Mag in the jungle?
I think it's going to be aggressive tri-lane.
With the
It's
DK.
not too bad though. Keep gyro plus Magnus and DK mid lane. I don't know. Even with the DK, it's not too
10
bad.
seconds remaining.
It's a little awkward though. I mean,
5
Mag's
weird.
not that great in the tri-lane. He's alright.
Whoa, Chen!
Team pick.
I didn't expect the pickup at all.
Yeah, I have not watched much
Whis and
Fnatic.NA.
Chen. Whis plus Chen. How are you gonna kill anyone?
Well, if you don't kill them, they're going to turn around with Hand of God. They're going to turn around with the Wisp
Is he
sending them
gonna
back.
tether to the Chen creeps? I seen the other day, like in the C League, one of the teams did Wisps plus Visage, and his familiars are just flying around the map, and they did. I think it was first VN. They did a solo mid Wisp, and the Wisp got a very high level. Got very high level in the early phase, and he just went around the map with the familiars following the Wisps, and he tethered to the familiars and stunned the supports, just solo kill the supports like that.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, First Vietnam has... there's this player, Secret, who just has the most ridiculous solo mid-wisp I've ever seen. It was 14, 1, and 16. Not even joking. All right, Winter, it's time to introduce the teams. On the side of Fnatic, Mojo Stormstout playing the Chaos Knight. Let's see where he goes. He's starting off with a very defensive set of items. Hannah Montana on the Queen of Pain. Probably going mid, I imagine. Smurf on the Lone Druid. We have Ego on the Wisp with Observers already picked up. And last but not least, F4L with the Smoke on the Chen. Interesting to see a Smoke here because they don't really have a great early game ganking lineup.
Yeah, why would you try to gank when it's a Whis and Chen combination?
Just
That's interesting.
they're gonna see the smoke and they're gonna freak out. That's the plan.
And for Isurus, you have Shoko on the Magnus, X Goody on the Keeper of the Light, Fallen on the Gyro, Ilfrid on the Storm Spirit, and who's the last one?
It is
Nova
Nova.
on what's the last? Oh, Gyro. No, what's the last hero? Wait.
Keeper? No, it's
Wait,
it's Dragon Knight.
remember.
Dragon Knight.
Yeah, Dragon Knight. Okay. Is it gonna be a mid lane Dragon Knight because Nova played the mid lane before? And Shoko was on the off lane player. Is it gonna be a Magnus off lane, or they're gonna do an aggressive tri-lane with Magnus, Keeper of the Light, and Gyro? That lane seems a bit weird, but it's actually quite strong because you have the Rocket Barrage, You spam Shockwave because of the Chakra and Illuminate. It's actually very, very strong.
What do you think about the idea of Fnatic.NA just sending a dual lane mid, CK Wisp, and maybe just putting the Queen of Pain top?
Yeah, that would work out a lot better if they are anticipating a tri-lane from Isurus.
And doesn't Isurus have to tri-lane here? I mean, their mid game's pretty strong, but I don't know, Winter. Can they actually get all the items they need for the 5-man
You're
push?
up against a Wisp. You're up against a Wisp. Generally, when you're up against a Wisp, you don't want him to get that level 6 early. You want to give him pressure, stop him from pulling, give him pressure in the safe lane, so that he has to slow down the pull and he can't keep pulling as often as he wants to because he needs to give support to the lane where the carry is farming. That's what in the C scene when we see Team C opponent picking up Wisp, you have to do aggressive tri-lane against it.
And the issue is if they go dual lane mid, you can't really go and just gank mid because you don't have like a Shadow Demon Lina. You have a Keeper Gyro. You can pressure the lane. You can't just find kills.
They really don't like killing supports. The last game, was it them? Oh no, Venom plus Undying. Oh no, it wasn't them.
Yeah.
It was.
No,
they.
Who was it?
We haven't really seen any aggressive.
It was a Rubik and something else. But yeah, nothing too aggressive.
Rubik and Nyx Assassin, they really don't like to pick up Shadow Demon Lina, Shadow Demon Lashrock, Shadow Demon with Chen, or even something like a dual stun Sven plus Lina,
like
anything like that.
SK Lina, SK Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
Not very popular right now in the Western scene.
They're just favoring supports like Keeper, Gyro, because Gyro is like more utility based, where mid game is stronger because when he gets his level up, he can deal a lot of damage, especially with the ultimate.
So it looks like they are going to dual lane mid, I think. I'm not sure, but they are sending the Wisp CK towards the mid lane, and Queen of Pain's going top.
I think it's a dual lane mid. They are expecting Isurus to do, because when you look at Isurus heroes, you can't kind of expect them to do an aggressive tri-lane because Keep Out the Light makes any tri-lane strong. You mentioned it a lot of times already, and Storm Spirit on the safe lane. Oh no, it's not Storm Spirit on the safe lane. Wait.
Gyro? Sentry's up on him. No, he's just
tri-lane.
Nova.
Tri-lane with Storm Spirit, Chakra, and Spam Remnant. Are you kidding me?
Unusual to say the least. And their the mag is in the tri-lane?
Oh no, it's a dual lane middle, Storm plus Keep Up Light middle, and Magnus solo top, bottom lane Gyro plus DK. This is totally unexpected.
So Isurus may be expecting the dual lane mid with the CK Wisp? And looking to counter with the Keeper Storm?
Mind game.
It seems like Isurus is the ones who have predicted the lanes correctly in the end. Not Fnatic.
Is he gonna use a barrage again? Oh, this bear is gonna take so much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going in the wrong direction.
Run, little bear. He's got tangos. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. He'll be okay, I swear.
No, not this direction. Noah's just gonna pull the creeps. Oh dear, he just helped them pull the creeps.
Wow.
Oh dear. That went totally wrong for them.
Yeah, free mini creep pull there, and just a lot of creep
it's Smurf again. He likes to give the enemy team something. The game he was Luna is giving away his Eclipse. And this game he's helping the team pulling.
So they're dual laning mid against mid pulls, or at least mid stacking.
Yeah, he can stack and clear up with Illuminate, or the Storm can clear up with the Remnant.
This is not looking like it's going to go well for Fnatic, and at least mid isn't going to go well. Smurf could have trouble bottom later on.
It's very efficient from Isurus, stacking and getting the most out from the mid lane. And Magnus seems to be able to get quite a decent amount of levels from top.
And the Keeper of the Light, oh actually sorry, at the angle wrong, but yeah, you can basically just illuminate both camps. Oh, he's a little bit off. You can illuminate both camps at once. Meanwhile, mid though, if it's dropping low, I'm not gonna die. I didn't actually see. I think that might have only been a minimum duration Chaos Bolt though.
Yeah, Storm is very vulnerable to that combination. He has to be very careful because Keeper of the Light, no stun, can't really help him if he gets caught out.
Yeah, so is the Keeper. The Keeper needs to be really parked up on the hill. You don't want to be running down in the river. He knew they were low on mana there, so it's fine now, but something I have to be careful about. Winter, I find it interesting. He already has a TP scroll. He's expecting Fnatic maybe to do some early pushes.
You mean the keeper? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very early TP scroll.
Maybe he's
Did he
worried
get
about
it from the
Chen.
start?
I think so. I think he might be worried about the Chen and the Lone Druid pushing. I'm not sure. It's a little bit unusual.
Yeah, but it's very early. Usually you get it like around 4 to 5 minutes when you anticipate the push on your off lane and you just pot over and drop some illuminates to slow down the push. But not this early.
So Keeper, probably going to go for another stack here in a moment. It's when he's stacking that the Storm has to be extra careful. Oh, he can't contest this rune.
Yeah, look at the levels. He's already level 3. Wiz is still level 2. You're getting more out of it because of the stacking and using the illuminate to clear. He can also actually give it all to the Storm if he wants to. Be selfless support.
Yeah, we'll see if he does. I mean, he could also be stacking the big camp if he wanted as well, but he's only stacking the small one so far. Doesn't want to go too far away.
CK bought a bottle and gave it to the Wiz.
That's teamwork right there. I mean, it is the one nice thing about the CK Wisp dual lane is you can get the runes with ease and and then really take advantage of the bottle charges with Tether.
Yeah, not to mention, it's really difficult to challenge the rune with these two heroes because the movement speed you get from Tether and Wisp can just get out of those sticky situations by... It's not far from the rune to the mid lane and he can just ask the CK to come closer if he's in trouble contesting the rune and just Tether away.
I think Nova wants a hand of Midas. 1100 gold, not spending it just yet. I don't know if a farming-oriented build is a very good idea. You're up against CK Wisp. They're going to go in mid now. There's your Reality Rift. Only a 1 second stun. The Chaos Bolt used as well from... or the Chaos Bolt was the 1 second stun, I mean. And,
no luck.
Yeah.
He doesn't have luck. And he didn't deal a lot of damage as well. This CK is not getting too much luck from his stun.
Yeah, the damage range is even bigger than the stun range. It's actually quite ridiculous. 50 to 225. That's a big range.
But if you look at the early game right now, the trade-offs, I definitely favor Fnatic because they have a jungler. Chen is constantly jungling. And look at the trade-off. They have a sort of even matchup in the mid lane, but maybe Isurus has a better trade-off in the mid lane because of the pull from the small camp stacking. Slightly, but in the lane, Storm is not farming well. CK has more farm in the lane. So
and
I
the
would
Lone
say it's
Druid
better.
is getting more than the Magnus as well, so that's definitely favoring Fnatic too.
And plus the Chen in the jungle, so the early game trade-off is better for Fnatic. And here comes the smoke gang. So early. He's alone, he's going to go middle.
Oh, this could be our first blood. If he goes down, if he crosses
he's
here,
dead. I think he's dead already.
Reality Rifted, yep, he's dead. Tether stun, 1 second stun. There's your Centaur Stomp, easy first blood for Fnatic. Good rotation from F4L, so the smoke does pay off. And the CK Wisp as a lane combo, they actually find the opening there and get the kill. You know, we questioned the smoke a little bit, but if you're going to gank the mid lane, it actually works pretty well. So nicely done by them.
Yeah, because he looked like he was going to go around top, and it's a Queen of Pain and against a solo Mag. Mag has skewer. It's not that easy to get a pick off of him.
And Nova's going Midas, which... we'll see, Winter, but it means he's going to take even longer to actually be able to help his team in the fights. And this team needs to start 5-manning by like that 15-20 minute mark at the latest, or they're going to get CK Wisped.
Yeah, it's really difficult to keep farming against CK Wisp. Like I mentioned before, you're going to be always worried. You can't cross the river because there's going to be TP gangs and it limits the farm on the carries a lot, and he's going Midas. I have to agree with you, LD. I don't really like the choice of items. I think it would be better to go for power trades and the drums build so you can participate in fights early, be useful to your team. Since there's a storm as well to deal damage, he doesn't really have to worry about getting so much farm to carry the team.
I'm with you. So we have a quick pause, now a quick resume. Guys, remember, this is a best of one. Whoever wins moves on, takes second place in the group. Whoever loses goes home. You're watching the WePlayTV Dota 2 League. We are currently in Group E. Meanwhile, mid lane, Big Illuminate tries Mojo Storm Stop back. They almost got the Storm Spirit again, though. Ifrit, not level 6 yet, and can still easily be brought down even once he is, as the Wisp bottling up.
He's just so unlucky, LD. All the times that he went for the Storm Spirit, he either gets like a low stun. Oh, what's going on? The keeper by just TP'd. Or he used the wrong card.
Maybe trying to go bottom lane.
Oh, see you later.
There's an entangle. There's
4
a dead
second
fallen.
stun.
Oh, meanwhile, mid lane, that kill that you were talking about, but the counter kill bottom where Smurf is barely gonna live. Nova needs one auto attack. He's just out of range. He's being slowed by the bear. The bear, if he kills the bear, he'll get the kill. He doesn't. Oh, Nova, clever play, but in the meantime, they lost the keeper
He's dead.
mid.
Queen of Pain is here.
Wow. Oh boy. Well,
Was it really
that's a good
that
rotation.
bad?
So the Midas from the DK, not going to help him live through that one. And also force, if he had boots there, he would not have had to dive as far. Would have gotten the kill and gotten out safely.
Yeah, very good point there. The Midas being greedy didn't help him there. And look at the Queen of Pain, he's so far ahead of everyone right now because of the fact that he gotten the easy lane and there was a Chen right at in the jungle to pressure the Magnus a lot, which gives the Queen of Pain totally free farm. And the Chen is also getting so much levels from the jungle. He's level 6 right now. Made a smoke gang to get the first bird in the middle. So far, early game is totally won by Fnatic.
Yeah, this Chen is fat. He's already level 6 like you mentioned. So if they go for CK Wisp ganks, Queen of Pain as well, they can all be aggressive, and if they get into trouble, they can be healed up. Bottom lane, onto Hannah Montana. Now the rocket being channeled. He's not blinking. Oh, he's gonna salve, and then blink away into the trees. There is a Flame Breath. He may die here. Yep, it looks like he's in trouble. Where's that Flame Breath? He's dead. Nova picks him off, so that big kill, not gonna be enough. The gyrocopter trapped in the trees, forced to TP home. But CK Wisp are getting close to 6. We're only 8 minutes in. They're getting a lot of levels. They are 6. Uh-oh. Everywhere. Nobody's safe. Hide your children. Hide your wife. Here they come. And they're at full HP, too.
Top lane, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here's
see,
the relocate.
top
They
lane.
waste no time. He's got RP, but he's not going to do anything. Into the tether. Into the 4 seconds done. There's your luck, Winter. Finally, they get it. An easy kill.
LD, I want to mention something as well. You know, if the Wisp tethers the CK and Chen uses his heal, imagine how much heal the CK will get.
Yeah, does he get the double heal from the channel?
Yeah, he does.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
And Mecha plus Chen heal.
So
Oh my god,
So double
Wait,
potentially.
let's do the math.
So potentially double Hand of God. That's 400. What's double mech? Another 300.
It's not double, it's 1.5. It's even
1.5.
more than double. So he gets like Mecha heals for 250. So you get healed by 600, around 600 plus HP with the tether.
Oh, mid
Plus the
lane
Hand of God.
again onto this poor Storm, just getting chewed apart. We'll be able to
Yes, I'll-
barely zip away. Wow, he almost died. It's not going well for Isurus.
Yeah.
I actually feel like they just have no way back into this game right now because the Queen of Pain and the Lone Druid are big enough to split push pretty quickly at this point, especially that Queen of Pain.
When there is Magnus, there is always hope.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to find the openings though. Where are you gonna find a 5-man fight?
Yeah, they're gonna be split pushing with the Lone Druid. Lone Druid can push one lane. Chen will be pushing one lane. Queen of Pain will be pushing one lane. CK Wisp will be hiding from the map, TPing everywhere. So it's gonna be pushing all the lanes and with the threat of CK Wisp always in the minds of Isurus.
I don't know what they're gonna do, Winter. It doesn't feel like a good situation. They picked a Storm, but he has no momentum at all. He's sitting at 2.6 net worth and nowhere near a blink on the mag. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they want to go in Queen of Pain. A stun here maybe will be enough to start the Illuminate to follow. The Barrage will come in, but she just blinks on away. And they are lacking the follow-up stuns. Without the Storm here, Nova wants an additional stun.
Is he gonna reach in time?
No way.
Oh, no.
No way. Back will go. And they can relocate again. It's up. Here we go.
Top lane is gonna be so. If he shows his face a bit too far, he's gonna be dead, the Magnus.
And this is what we talked about. Like, the Lone Druid can be so aggressive with his pushing.
so dead.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be one. How did that not tether stun? No idea, but Keeper will fall.
But he already tethered stun before.
Oh, I didn't see that. Ifrit trying to run, zipping away. There's still the relocate, but Mag is rotated mid, so probably a good time to back off. They can maybe look to go on bottom. Yep, that's what they're going to
TP
do.
bottom TP.
Yeah, fall in. Who do they want? They want Nova. This Midas, not going to save you now. Ult finishes the job. Hannah Montana picks one up. They're going to head right back towards mid. We can Tranquil Boots up, heal the Wisp quite a bit. And back to the mid lane they'll go. And now with this Chen being level 6, having the Buckler, they can easily push the tower. They can convert these kills into map control.
Did you finish your calculations, by the way, LD? Chen heal mecha.
Dude, I can't even. My math is. I was like, how much does mecha heal? I honestly have no idea. I'm so tired. In comes
the gyro denied the tower.
In comes the storm. The creeps may die. They're at least gonna get
4
something, but
seconds
Gyro's
back again.
4-second stun, like you said. Running is fallen. One more hit to bring him down. Gets the kill. Killing spree, and now in comes CK Wisp once again onto Ifrit. He'll actually live for a moment, but he should die to the orbs. There you go. Clips him, brings him down. His sad panda corpse on the sidewalk. And Eco on the way out.
Sad panda.
He's not even a panda now, to be honest,
Yeah,
but I
he's
call
not
him a
a panda.
panda. He's
He's
just
like
a fat, creepy
He's
man.
like Mexican with a hat on, Mr. Potato, something like that.
Mr. Potato Head. Oh, Nova. This is snowballing. This is really snowballing. Even though the ult from the bag is there, it doesn't even seem to matter. They can go in on him again as well. In comes the Illuminate, though. That's going to turn the fight. That's a big freaking Illuminate. Mojo storms out to fall. They get 3 kills. It looked like they wouldn't get any, or maybe just 1, but meanwhile, Smurf is farming. He's got his signature Midas. God, after casting Asian Dota, it's just so weird to come back to the Western scene, and everyone's building Midas, getting Helm of the Dominator, just stacking neutrals all game long. It's just such a strange dichotomy between the two regions. But still, despite a fight going their way, Isurus are really far behind right now. 5k experience, 7.5k net worth. Orchid is out on Hannah Montana. Treads Orchid at 13.5 minutes. That's filthy.
It was all down to the lanings of Fnatic. And Isurus, that's the thing why I mentioned Isurus has to go aggressive trying to pressure them down. If they don't do that, look at what happened. They have like two very fat heroes and a very rich support because Chen has been jungling so much. That's not going to be very good for them.
I mean, I imagine when they picked the Storm, they were thinking towards the mid game. They wanted a way just to kill the Chen quickly, to kill the Wisp quickly, but when you're up against Wisp, your mid game doesn't matter. You gotta dominate the lanes.
Yeah, and look at the CS bot, LD. Lone Druid has the same CS with your Dragon Knight on the safe lane. That's very bad.
And he's actually ahead in net worth, thanks to that tier 1 tower being down top.
Yeah, when the enemy's offlaner has the same CS as your safe lane carry, that's a very bad sign.
And by the way, Lone Druid's gonna benefit from that gold a bit more too, so... It's just not looking too good right now. I don't know what they do. They can't really win by farming, because the farming is dangerous.
Yeah, and if Fnatic drags out the game, it wouldn't be a bad thing as well, because CK plus Lone Druid plus Queen of Pain against a DK.
He's got an armlet.
Gyro is not that bad, so
he's got an
it's gonna
armlet,
be difficult for them.
and they're tethered up. If they see anybody on the map that's not at a tier 2, they're gonna go for them right now, but they'll just take Roche instead.
They can't contest this at all.
Armlet Aegis, and he's gonna be so strong in the next fight. Maybe even give it to the Queen of Pain, but either way, I mean, either one's gonna be devastating.
I think Queen of Pain is much stronger now, so it's probably better to give the Queen of Pain is able to do a lot more, because if your CK uses the ultimate and die, you won't deal so much of a damage like the Queen of Pain does.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain, sure she doesn't have her ult, but she'll come back with everything else. They're pushing in mid. Aegis picked up by that Queen of Pain, as you expected. She's got the Orchid, she can jump in mid. Look to go on Nova.
I think they're gonna fight here. They're gonna TP behind.
They're gonna relocate, yeah.
Where are they? Oh, they're running up behind instead of ulting.
They don't even want to relocate now. They want to save it. This is a horrible fight. Why is Isurus taking this fight? You have to know they're coming. They are coming now. Call down is here. It might actually be enough. Maybe it is good AoE, but CK Wisp on the backside. That's the problem. They're just at full HP, full mana. They pull back in. The tether stun will be there. Ifrit's trying to run. Can he escape? It doesn't look like it. Down will go to that big bad cleaver. And now the Lone Druid giving chase through it all. 3 heroes dead. I actually am surprised they did not get team wipe, but
the TP.
Yeah, the relocate forward. They saved it.
Oh,
the RP gets canceled. I told you, Winter, you pick Mag, you may not even get that RP off against these two, and that's what we're seeing.
That's why you.
And then they relocate 3 feet away.
You need a BKB.
It's a lot to farm, though. It's a lot to farm. Where are you gonna farm now?
Structures are
It's
You're
gonna
never
be
getting that
difficult to
BKB.
come back. It's gonna be difficult to come back from this position. That's the reason why I didn't. Oh, the music comes again.
Yes, the epic music while the rocket's dinking and dunking.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This music just confuses me. I'm not even gonna try and make any sense out of it, to be honest. Because it just comes at random moments. Like, there's nothing going on there. Well, there's an error. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know if you see that right now, but I do.
Oh, I don't see an error.
Oh, it's gone. It's like it never happened. So they're now down by about 12k experience, 12k gold. I actually got those two in the wrong order, but it is pretty much the same numbers anyway.
Dire's middle tower
Armlet's
is
up,
under
BKB
attack.
is coming next, Chen's already got his mech and his arcanes, and Isurus is desperate. They want a 5-man now, they want to push now, but although Fnatic didn't really have the stronger 5-man lineup in the early to mid game just on paper, because they're so far ahead, they kind of do.
Yeah, because they won their lanes, they got Roche. These are all the things you can do to compensate for the lack of team fight that your team lineup has, and being on the Dire side helped them a lot.
Yeah, and I gotta credit the Chen play as well. That early smoke gank really turned the game. Not like turned the game, but gave them a critical advantage and slowed down that storm. He has just had no impact.
It was also because of the fact that Isurus didn't do the aggressive farming, and I think they had to be knocking their heads right now for not doing that, for giving the Wiz and the Chen so much space to farm.
It just baffles me. Yeah, that happened again. It baffles me because we see CK Wisp all the time, and yet very rarely do teams actually go aggressive against her. At least that's how I feel. I feel like I've watched this movie like 50 times. And like, you know the guy's just gonna make that silly mistake, and you're yelling at him, but he can't hear you. He keeps on making that mistake anyway. And you watch the movie again, hoping it'll turn out differently, but it doesn't.
Do you like the movie then?
No. The movie, it's like, you know, you don't want to watch the movie, but you can't help yourself. It's like a car crash. You're rubbernecking. Which basically means you're turning your neck like it's rubber. Just as you drive by the scene of the accident. The car crash, if you will.
Okay, I can't really relate to that.
It's a phenomenon in America because a lot of people drive cars, and whenever there's an accident, people basically stop moving just because they're all turning their heads to look at the accident instead of driving.
Okay, that's what happens in Malaysia as well.
Yeah, it's just human nature.
One of the reasons that causes major traffic jams here. It's gonna be difficult for them right now because they were supposed to apply pressure, but they didn't. And now Fnatic are in the prime strength of their drop, the mid game, the with CK and the Lone Jude and the Queen of Pain. This is their time.
Yeah, they have the big items out. The Ogre Club on the Queen of Pain. The BKB coming any second now on that.
Oh, top lane.
Oh, there's no relocate yet. Surprisingly, there's
They're
no
relocating.
Yeah, there you go. Now they're in. Now they're in. But the skewer
RP.
RP. Oh, they illuminate misses. If that had hit, they might have had a hope. But without it, Nova's just getting smacked down, beaten down. In comes Storm. If he gets stunned, he's dead. But they want Keeper. The Wisp has split up. The Wisp is not right now at the CK. She's gone back to bottom lane. She's returned. And Mojo Stormstout left to fight his way out on his own. But it's just a Keeper left. That's going to be a team wipe. A team wipe without the Wisp even here for most of it. Oh, he's still getting juked. He's trying to find this Keeper. Run, Gandalf!
Oh.
Run, Gandalf! No running.
You could have killed the CK though.
Yeah,
if the CK made the mistake.
If he gotten a longer Illuminate off, but didn't.
That was a very good try. He knew he was screwed anyway.
Flee, you fools! Flee. There's no fleeing from CK Wisp. That's the problem. Like, you can't go anywhere. They'll find you.
You have to 5-man, but you can't push now, and you're in all sorts of trouble against VIP CK
And
if you
Nova's
can't
gonna
5.
die again. He's dead. No? Maybe they're not gonna come.
Where? No. He's not.
And he didn't go BKB either. He also went for Armlet, which I feel is a... It's not just the Mag who needs the BKB. Everybody who wants to fight needs a BKB.
Why do everyone in the Europe or Western scene like Armlet so much on every hero?
I think it's great on CK. I mean, it's so good for his Phantasms and Illusions, but I don't think it's that great on Dragon Knight, to be honest. It's okay, but...
I prefer the Maelstrom build on the Dragon Knight, to be honest. Attack speed plus chain lightning.
And... I mean, the thing with Armlet is, it doesn't really give you that much survivability when there's this many stuns. Like, you're not gonna Armlet toggle against the CK Wisp, you're just gonna be stunned all game. They're not relocating, they're just running top right now, although they have that relocate. They're looking to fight.
They're waiting for the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain is still very far away. He has BKB.
Oh, Nova's just dying to this Lone Druid Bear. Quickly being brought down. Now the Phantasm created.
Yeah,
this is going to be the deadest Storm Spirit you'll ever see. Even with a 2-second stun. The RP was there, but it's too late. The Hand of God flies out. A BKB on the Chaos Knight. 4 heroes dead. About to be 5. This is GG. Isurus is done. There is no fight left in this team, Winter. They are going to be going home. It will be Fnatic advancing. Fnatic.NA moving on into the round of 16 in the WePlayTV League.
Yeah, it's again like the game Fnatic against No Tidehunter. I was talking about them not doing aggressive trialing, not applying pressure, and they paid for it.
Teams try to counter greed with greed, and it just doesn't seem like it works. And
why would you want to be so greedy? It's not good being so greedy.
Well, if you're gonna be greedy, you have to be the greediest, you know.
You go for a 3-minute Midas. You go for here goes the fight.
Yeah, here goes a lot of AOE, but CK still okay. Creeps killed off. Everyone else is fine though. There's your tether. Your heal up from the urn. And they can continue to siege this out if they like.
I think we haven't seen a tether mecha and Chen heal, and to see how much heal it does to the TK. They don't even need it.
Yeah, there's even an urn. Of course, there's the magic stick. There's even additional ways to provide that burst heal.
So technically, they are able to just heal the CK from 0 HP to full in 1 second or 2 seconds.
I think they can basically heal him to full. With Mech, Hand of God. Oh, here's your relocate.
Here they go.
Here they go. Wait,
home.
Oh, home. I was very confused. Where's the gank? What's going on?
Why they are TPing home? Their home is not in trouble.
Winter reusing his own catchphrases. Shameless. Here they go. Going for the backstab. Some easy kills to be claimed here. BKB's up. Phantasm isn't, though. No Phantasm, and there is an RP. Maybe this is no.
They saw him already. They saw them.
Yeah, the orbs flying all over the place make it kind of obvious. Now Nova.
Oh, he's gonna get caught!
And the thing with the tether reality rift stun is it's such a long range stun. Like, if that was just a chaos bolt, I think he might have gotten away while it was being cast there. But it's almost instant, and it's super long range. Really annoying.
It's the same with, I think, Storm Spirit. The other day I was watching Navi play tether to the Storm Spirit, and he just ball lightning over and it's instant stun.
Is it Puppy who's playing the Wisp for them? I actually haven't seen them play.
Yeah, it was Puppy. I was actually quite surprised. I thought the mechanics would be like when you are ball lightning, the tether link would break, but it didn't.
Does the Wisp just follow the storm while he's zipping all over the map?
The storm was basically doing short zips and to stun everyone. Did the tether.
That's kind of sick.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. Yeah, it was very sick.
Painful though. It does sound quite painful. So now looking at.
I was thinking that the link should have broken once because you are in invulnerable form, the storm, when you ball lightning. So I was quite surprised the link of the tether didn't break.
Yeah. It's one of those weird things that like there's nothing in the mechanics forums about it or maybe there is, but it's just it never really happens. It's very rare, and then you see it and then everybody's suddenly talking about it, discovering it. There's so many possible combinations in Dota that I don't think that there will ever stop being new things like that people just are like, hey, this is weird. I didn't expect it to work like that. There will always be something new. It's pretty awesome, actually.
There's not so much of stuff like that in Dota 1 before, but with the new engine in Dota 2, a lot of stuff are possible.
Yeah, even things like Pudge fountain hooks, I mean, Who would have even thought that was possible after Dota 1?
Here comes the last desperate smoke gang.
That
Oh
was-
no! He revealed himself.
Nova
gonna
gets
be
caught.
bad. He's
He's gonna
gonna stay
die.
there.
No, nice skewer. Doesn't get the
Oh.
RP off properly though. Here comes the Storm. There's your RP. Now he delivers it. Some good damage done, but Mojo storms out at full HP. An army of evil knights descend upon the Isurus Empire. The Peruvians have fallen. Team wiped again. They'll disconnect now. Not even gonna fight it out from the looks of things. Fnatic.NA, the second place team in Group E on our first day of WePlayTV Dota 2 League action.
Yeah, the overcharge there kept the Lone Jude alive when he was being focused on. That was a very good play by the Wisps.
Yeah, overcharge is so good when you have a tanky carry as well. It's not that
ridiculous.
amazing if it's a squishy one,
And
but when they
I
get this
think
big.
the Lone Jude got healed by 2 mechas there. I was quite. I'm not very sure what happened. It was a bit chaotic, but I was pretty sure the Lone Jude, he had like a sudden burst of HP, a lot of HP.
And on that note, Winter, Fnatic North America, well, they prove us wrong. We thought Isurus played better in their match earlier, but in this match, Fnatic.NA, they were the champs, and it seems that the woes continue for teams that give away Wisp and don't go aggressive. No surprises there. It will be Fnatic.NA moving on. So our final standings for this Group E on this day, it will be No Tidehunter first, Fnatic.NA second, Isurus third, and Rat fourth. But both Isurus and Rat are eliminated. No Tidehunter and Fnatic. They move on to the round of 16. We won't see them again for about a month. But tomorrow, the action will continue. We'll move over to Group A. We'll get our first look at Na'Vi in what I imagine will be cruise control for them. But you never know. Maybe there'll be a surprise.
Yeah, and I think it's time for you to rest. You've been casting for so long already.
It's time for you to rest as well, buddy. You have a big day ahead of you. Time to go kick some ass in the GEST Challenge. That will be on BTS2, guys, if you want to watch that. If you want to see Winter on the playing fields of Dota, check him out there. But Winter, thanks as always for casting. People can follow you at twitter.com/winterdota and facebook.com/winter.dota. Any party words of wisdom, shout-outs to the viewers?
Nah, I'm not really in the mood today.
All right, no shout-outs. Thanks for casting, Winter. We'll see you later. Guys, thanks for tuning in. That wraps it up for today's coverage of the We Play Dota 2 League. We will come back tomorrow. Actually, not even tomorrow. We'll come back in like 9 hours or so with G1 League, and we're going to go for another 12 to 14 again. Then I will finally get some real rest for a day or two with less action going on each day. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go sleep. You guys should too. Come back soon. We have more Dota headed your way. Not just what I'm casting. The G1 League qualifiers continue, as well as We Play League Group A, but also, more importantly, we're going to have the GEST Challenge. That'll be on BTS2 with Gods and Loomies, so stay tuned. Look forward to that. But for now, that wraps it up. We'll see you guys later.